Welcome to the IMSAI channel, where I try to resurrect an old IMSAI 8080 computer. Alright, the next card we're going to work on is this one. It's a IMSAI MPU card, 8080. This is the card that we had in the IMSAI originally, so we know this one works. And I have a duplicate card, same. So we should be able to get this one up and running. Looks like some people have gone through and taken what they wanted. They removed all of the tantalum capacitors and they removed the crystal and left everything else. So those should be easy to replace. And it's a simple card, so it should be easy to get going. This one is socketed everywhere. This one has just the microprocessor socketed. Everything else is soldered in. So anyway, we'll work on that. Give it a go. Well, everybody's YouTube channel has this wonderful clean desk and everything looks great, and well, maybe they took some time to clean it. But my desk always looks completely trashed all the time. I'm always working on something and everything is always in the way. I never take time to clean up. I just keep going from project to project, and each time I start a project is the time I clean up. So, get my mechanical things out of the way so I can do some electronical things. Alright, so we need a desoldering tool, so let's put that in, turn that on. I need that to get warm. Put it over there so I won't burn myself. Alright. So I'm hoping you can see right in here. Okay, good. Alright. Bear with me here. Alright. Here. Epoxy we don't need. That over here. We don't need that. Alright. We will need these. So, that. Alright. Wire strippers we don't need. Okay. Solder we will need. Maybe a brush. Alright. I think we have enough room. Alright. This is the one that works, so we will use that as a reference. This is the one that got cannibalized. I hate these capacitors. Hate, hate, hate. So we're going to get rid of those. Let's turn on the soldering iron. We're going to get rid of those. And we will put in some new, everything, new capacitors. I think the only thing we would need to do is put new capacitors everywhere and find a crystal. And I think everything else is done for us. So what I'm going to do is get my soldering sponge wet. So I can clean it. Okay. Alright, so let's go through here, and I'm going to touch all the things I want to desolder with new solder. That will help the process. And let me spot what we want to do easier too. Okay. There were some tantalums here that got removed. And I'll get rid of this. And these guys. And this guy. Okay, that's a start. Let's desolder some things. So I've got a Heiko FR300. It works pretty good. Plugs up once in a while. I have to clear it, but Let's see, is that working? No. It's not really. So this thing has a little filter in it. I guess it's okay. Does it look like, or maybe we're plugged up. Doesn't really sound like we're sucking very well. So there is a tool that they give you in the kit. It's basically a piece of wire. And you run it up the snout. Get it in there, there we go. And then run it all the way in, so it's not going in. It doesn't want to go in because it's probably plugged up with stuff. So the only way to really clear these is to take them mostly apart. Wow, it is plugged up. So I'm twisting it and trying to shove it in as I go. It is going in a little ways, maybe more than a 1/4 inch. And it's getting easier each time, but I think we need to open it up and see what we can see. Alright, so they give you this nice tool that allows you to handle hot things. And it does seem like it's cleared now. So what we will do is take this part and stick it on. There we go. And now oh, it's terrible getting old. Oh, maybe just the tip is plugged up. Interesting. Okay. The way this works is you bayonet it. There's a little squeezy bit here that you squeeze, and then that hot piece comes out. And I don't know, that looks clear to me. Interesting. Yeah. Clear enough. There we go, all the way through. Okay. The other thing that we can do is, in the back here is a little filter, and oops, sorry. So there's a wad of, I think it's ceramic felt. It's weird, probably shouldn't get my hands on it. The ceramic felt, and sometimes it gets plugged up. I've got some replacements, but this one's still good. There's a little piece of metal that the solder will come and whack into that metal before it hits the little filter part. I think that's good to go. There we go. And you have to be careful not to grab hot things. And let's go here. There we go. Okay. All right. Turn it back on. And we have to wait for it to come to temperature. There's a red light. The red light will go off when it's hot. And we can give it another try. All right. I'll put some solder back on here so we can give it a second try. Okay. Try again. Oops, we lifted a pad. That's not good. That's what I was worried about. These old boards. We're going to lift pads if we aren't careful. Shoot. Alright, well luckily those are very close to one another, so we can just jump with those across. But we're going to have to be careful with the rest of these. So, in that case, I will not use the solder sucker. I'll grab the component from the back side, heat it up, and pull it out. So then we can go back and use the solder sucker just to clear the holes. That's a little better. The holes were pretty tight to the components, so that really worked well. Okay. Okay. If you can get hold of a Metcal soldering iron, get one. It will change your life. Uh-oh, we have lifted a pad. Even as we talk. Shoot. I am not being careful. This board is very delicate. Well, they're all out. These go in the trash can. And let's see if we can open up some holes. Oh, it's not cooperating, is it? The views are pretty small. Alright. Switch over here. Alright. Here. Right. Oh, I'm sure I missed a whole bunch of them. I want the pad lifted out of. Okay. Good. All right, let's find some capacitors and install them. Let's see, I've got some 0.02s and some 0.1s. Either one of those would be fine. Let's see which one fits better. These may fit better. Yeah, I think these will fit better. Yeah, they will be good. Great. So I will put those in, and we need to find some big ones. 33, 33, 33. I'm going to guess these are both 33. Yep, 33, 33. Okay, so we need about a 33 at least 16 volts. So let me find something, and we'll come back. All right, found some 47 microfarads at 25 volts. These will be great. So we need to put those in everywhere that those big blue ones are in. And those will work great too. So let me put in all the capacitors and come back. Okay, well, I found an 18.4 megahertz and a 33 picofarad, so that should all be ready to go. I think what we can do is power this up, see if our oscillator is oscillating. Turn on the oscilloscope here. Can you see the oscilloscope? I don't know if you can or not. No, you can't. A little bit low. So, all right. Maybe you can just see it. All right. So we're going to need some voltage. About 8 volts. Let's see here. 8 volts, all right. Ground in the middle, 8 volts is on that side. All right. Let's get trace A going here. Let's see. Looks like that's ground. We'll connect to that. And 8. All right, let's hook up our 8. And let's see if we get 5 volts when I turn it on. That didn't look right. What happened? Are we on? AC coupling? So, okay, let's go here. There we go. There's 8 volts. 5 volts per division. Let's go to 2 volts per division. There's 8 volts. On this side is 245 volts. That's good. So our voltage regulator is working. And let's go up here to our IC. I don't know the pin out of this thing, but there's 5 volts on it. And ground. And just kind of poke around on it until we see something wiggle. I don't know if anything's wiggling. I have to worry with these crystals. Some are not cut correctly to oscillate. Oh, there we go. That looks fast. That looks very fast. Let's see. And measure, counter, channel 1, 18.4 megahertz. I say we got a winner. What does Dave say? Winner, winner, chicken dinner? Okay. So we're probably going to have some type of clock entering the Z80 chip somewhere. Oh, there's something going into the Z80, or something coming out of the 8080. Wonder what that was. Ooh. Goes once in a while and then stops. Interesting. Oh, wonder if we can find a clock anywhere. Well, I could look up the pinout of an 8080 and see if we get any clocks. Or we could try to figure out which trace goes to the 8080. A couple traces here. That trace goes all the way back to here. Don't see anything on that. Okay. All right. Let's say it works, and we'll plug it in. Now let me find a schematic for the board, and then we'll poke around a bit on it more, and then see if we can get a clock onto the Z80. I mean the Z80, not Z80, onto the 8080, and then we'll go from there.